I hope you are doing well. I am Behrouz Bigham, here for the 9th session of the Lumion Graph Package. In the previous session, we planned to apply the necessary edits to this scene. I solved the issues in 3ds Max in this way. We applied the edits, exported it as an FX file, and used the model re-import technique. We discussed that to re-import a model after editing it in Lumion, you need to navigate to its specific category or the re-import model icon. From this section, by holding down the Alt key and selecting the final edited file, if I press Open now, the edits I made will appear here within 1 or 2 minutes, and all the materials we had previously worked on will remain in place. Okay, let's continue the process. Now we want to apply grass to this area. The grass we created here was good. I will copy it and paste it here. It looks good now, but I think we can still edit it. I will slightly reduce the size of the texture and also a little bit of its height, because the grass we created for the exterior space must certainly be different from the rooftop grass. Yes, I think it looks good. If we apply density settings, it takes on a slightly sparse or bald look. Yes, that's good. For this section, we decided to apply a tile material. I go to the stone pavement section. These are the options available. This one is fine. We will return to it if we don't find a better one. We try to apply a few materials like this in Lumion because it quickly shows the result, and there is no need for a re-render. This one is also very good. Whichever one you apply, adjust its scale. Its placement method is the same as our UVW map. No, this one is dirty. Let's find a clean one. I think the very first one is suitable. If needed, we will edit it later. Let me check it up. Close. I will slightly increase the relief, and I will check for displacement, which unfortunately it does not have. I don't think replacement is needed for this section. Okay, I will assign it. For this section, we decided it shouldn't be wood, but black metal. We can copy the same metal we created for the frames. In my opinion, Lumion is the fastest software for rendering. In a few seconds, you can apply materials, add effects, and we are going to work on its animation together. Now I just need to adjust the scale of this. We need to control the placement of these small textures. It's correct now. If these appear too large, they won't convey a realistic feel. I will increase its relief. This option is our fake bump normal map. We mentioned that its details are editable here. From here, we can adjust the reflection, and from this section, we can control the dullness or glossiness of that reflection. The more it moves this way, the duller it gets. The more it moves that way, the glossier it gets. We want a matte material. I will put it here. Excellent. We can even use the soft edge option. A small adjustment to the edges. I hold Shift. No, it damages the shape. 0. Okay. And the material for these two sections must be the same. The black stone we created below, I think it's suitable for this section. The material for this part, since we edited it, the UV got messed up. No problem. We can create this too. I remember it was from the stone section. I go to the UV section, rotate it slightly, and adjust its placement method. Very good. Excellent. This is what we wanted. I will make it a little bit shinier. I copy it, hit OK, go up, and assign it. Only its UV needs to be adjusted. On some models, rotation might not be necessary here. Let me see. Does it change on the other one? No, it doesn't affect that one. This is good. Just a slightly larger scale. Perfect. We assign the same one to this part as well. I control its scale again in this way. For this section, I will also assign this metal. Copy and paste. We can make it matte again. Guys, we named this section Fabric in 3ds Max. You see it automatically picked up a fabric material. If you correctly name the materials, sometimes it gives a random result. It definitely needs editing. Okay, let's select these. I will use this material for the cushions. That's that, and for the bottom, this one. As much as possible, we avoid using too many different materials. Excellent. I'll just check its UV. It can be a little smaller and also a little darker. How do we make it darker? We said the upper color is used to bring the texture closer to any color you want. One tick. I want it black. I set the color to black and reduce the percentage of this slider. The less I reduce it, the closer it gets to that color. It's like having this same texture combined with that color. This technique can be very useful. I hit OK, and now it's the turn of this wood. It says it is not placed well and doesn't give us a good feeling. Let's find a suitable wood. I checked this section. The main miscellaneous wood textures are located here. We can't tell if they are good or bad until their scale is set correctly. Although we created a nice wood here. No, this one is it. I copy this. I think this should remain metal too. The metal looks better than wood in my opinion. Of course, because we edited these, they became like this. I need to copy this. I copy it for this section too. See, the material is settled in place because we had adjusted its UV before. It's no longer necessary. So guys, the point is this. If you edit and re-import a model whose material you previously applied, the material will remain on one part, but you have to assign the material to the other parts yourself. It doesn't automatically assign it. Okay, that's that. Let's see what else is left. Let's go for this section. For this section, we will also use our black material. Wait, the wood is left. I paste this wood and it is placed here in this way. Excellent. Let me see. Is its UV good? For such models, we should perform the unwrap operation as much as possible, because we said it's difficult. I cannot have the wood look one way here and another way there. We must definitely choose one. I think this model is good as it is, just its scale. Excellent. We don't need anything else. We can even add a little dirt from the dirt section. See, we had applied it before, and it copies that. I will increase it, the edges too. But since I applied a manual chamfer, it doesn't show with lower values because I had manually applied the chamfer and max. Okay, that's this section. For this, we said to use this black one. Now see guys, instead of copy-paste, I hit OK. Now if I hit this, it reverts. I hit copy and paste it here. Okay, this is fine too. Let's use this for this section too. We can also give these white parts a glossy metal material. They look dirty, like a stove. A stove usually gets dirty. I'll use this one. I go inside, I copy it too. Let's see how it looks here. No, let's give it a cleaner material here. First, let's assign the material for this one. I think the same material we gave here. We can make this one a little darker to have a distinction from the other one. I'll make this one glossier because a stove is usually glossy. I hit OK, and only this one remains. I think we should give this one steel. Go to metals. Where did it put the steels? These are all mesh netting. You can assign a metal mesh. I go to the second page. I assign this one. I make their scale finer. Excellent. And you can make it glossier. I reduce the roughness and increase the reflective. Wonderful. That's that. We also have an espresso machine. I give it the same material because it's almost similar to this. For these also in this way. Now, the interior materials are left. I think we should use its own material, the one we first created in the interior wall section. You can choose one of these. Smaller scale, finer. The texture should be visible. The point is that the more you decrease it, the more it goes toward white. Why? Because our color at the top is white, and I think white is suitable for the interior space. Guys, we detached these inside. If I go in now, you see we detached this separately, because the material we apply for the exterior is definitely different from the material inside. So, although the interior space is not visible, and we are going to use reflective glass, it doesn't hurt to be thorough. Now, our doors are left. For our doors, we'll use the same one. So most of our materials are shared. Let me check the overall work, and once the materials are finished, we will go to the objects. This one is also in the same way. Ah, if you remember, we separated this too. It was merged with this stone. I can also give this a paving material. One in stone concrete, the one I liked for the top, but was cleaner. We could apply that here. This one looks very good too. We said all of them are from high-quality companies like Padian. They all have owners. It's like Lumion bought the rights. So all of Lumion's textures are not low quality like the Corona library. I mean, they are useful. See, I took this from the library. It's excellent. I hit OK. Yes, I think nothing else is left. For this section, I come to landscape. This is much better, more realistic. I adjust its scale. The ones that have a D written next to them mean they have a displacement map. See, its displacement is activated. It goes up and down. Just be careful and don't overdo it. This much is enough. I will also slightly increase its relief. Now, only its scale needs to be adjusted. This is excellent. Let's take a quick look inside too. Yes, I think we have assigned all the rugs here. And now we need to place the scene objects, these flowers, trees, and move on to lighting, effects, and the rest of the story. Well done so far. Take a break until we continue the story. As you can see on the way, these are reference samples for the placement, location, and selection of plant types that we are going to use now. We will start with this section first, roughly these types of plants, these types of bushes. And now we must place them inside these boxes. Let's go to our scene. Well, first let's go to this section. I go to the nature section. I think we can use fine detail assets. I open it. Let's see which one of these is similar to the reference they sent. Ah, all of these work, especially this one. Guys, since we are using fine detail, you see that the mass option and bulk duplication are not active. We said we cannot use those tools with fine detail options. So the solution is to place a few of these first, and now the number of these becomes small when placed side by side. I'll put a few. One is needed here. We will adjust the number later. Okay, I hold down Control and select all of them. If you see they are not selected, you are probably not in the nature category. Okay, now they are all selected. It is enough to use the random rotation and random size option. First randomize the size of all of them, and then generally reduce their size now. Alt and Shift. If you hold Shift, the number doesn't jump like this. It should be slightly smaller than this. Okay, I select all of them now. If needed, we can also add some manually. I put one here too. Okay, I can use this option again. Random size and random rotation. Exactly. And now I come out of the selection again. I select one of these, for example this one. I hold Alt and take another copy of it. I think that's about it. Now we can use this same item to create other sections too. Shift. Yes, that's about it. I hold Control. I select all of them in the nature category. I only select these again. Okay. And now I hold Alt, and I take a copy of this group. Now to make it look different, for example, I rotate this by about 180 degrees, and bring it to this part. I think this one got skewed. Let me select the ones I want again. Wait, why does it come out of selection? Would I move these, check from every side to see if their placement is correct or not? Good, I could delete the extras. I can copy these again. Let me see, is it all like this in our reference? Well, we can change it. I think the ones down here should be different. I rotate them. You can use this option here. No, these come out. I can even slightly scale them like this, so that the rotation is complete. That's it. Delete the excess. Guys, we only wanted to layer these. They are all on layer 1 now. If I turn this off, they all disappear. Now, I will move them to a second layer. Good thing I remembered early. Good. Let me quickly save it. Guys, sometimes we can use the replace technique too. Now I copy from this same one. We can do this very quickly. Put this same one here. Okay, I add these in this way too. Now guys, we want to select. If I want to select these now, well, they are selected. And now if I want to add this next group to the selection, if I hold Control and drag, the previous group is lost. In these cases, you must hold Shift in addition to Control. See, this causes these to be selected in addition to the previous ones. Like this. Okay? And now I can use the replace technique. I click this option, and here you can easily change them one by one from the library like this. See which one is more suitable for this section. This one is very good now. Yes, we can put this one here too. This one is also good. They are all different inside. You can go in like this and choose the theme you want. These are fine now. I hit OK. I can edit these again. For example, increase their number. I hold Ctrl and Shift. Let's make the scales a little bigger. The previous one was very good. If I hadn't touched it, I think it would have been much better than this. The size is important once you get the hang of it. And now I need to move these closer to each other. We said since we are using fine detail assets, we can no longer use those tools. You must use the techniques I mentioned in this way. You can perform the duplication of detail plants and detail trees very quickly and easily. If we wanted to use mass for the rest, we could have. I copy a few close to each other. Let these two remain. Select all of them. Let's work on the size and rotation a bit. Excellent. That's it. We can even put flowers on these two now. Although, guys, I think these pink flowers might ruin the look. Let me delete these. I pull these up a bit. Okay, I select all three. I can use this option. See, this option is conform to landscape, meaning the pivot point should fall exactly where it is. See, it went there exactly. I can copy them again. Fill this section with them. That looks very good now. I delete this excess one. This one's size is also big. I make it smaller. Like this. This size is good on its own. That's this section too. Well, let me do something. I go to layer 2. I write grass. I select all of them. See, the ones we selected, and from this section, I change their layer and put them on layer 2. That's it. I go to layer 1. I can turn layer 2 off and on in this way. So if you want to work, you can't be on this layer and turn it off. You have to go to another layer, and the management method is like this. You select them and set the layer to the one you intend. Let me see if we can manipulate the greenness of these. Green selection variation. Well, all of them must be selected, of course. The ones that are white mean they are not selected. See, there is a white one left here. I hold Ctrl and Shift simultaneously so that it is also selected. Okay, let's learn another technique together. I now want to select all of these together, meaning everything that has been duplicated from this, like maxes, select similar. We have two options here. One is Find Select Object Library. It finds the location of the selected object in the library. The next option is Focus Select, which performs the zoom. And the next option is the one we need now, Select All Objects in this category, meaning select everything used from this in the scene. So I can select them in this way. See, for example, I select this one, and if you click this Select All Same Category, it only selects these, exactly from the plant you selected. But if you select one and click Select All Objects in this category, all the plants selected from this category are selected. Okay, I hit Deselect. And now I need this. I want to reduce the intensity of their greenness a bit, because for our main reference, we use this faded color. These two different colors don't look very good in my opinion. You can use this option to reduce some of the greenness. Green selection variation controls the color intensity of the selected objects. I hit Deselect. See, it looks very good. I didn't want that kind of green. This also controls its greenness exactly. I think this will also be useful for us. Exactly. If it comes this way, the greenness increases. And if it comes that way, it moves more towards yellow. If you increase the transparency, light passes through it. See, you can see the other side of it. Don't touch these options at all, unless on some of our leaves where you literally want the back of the leaves to be visible. You can use this option very slightly. This is not the place for it at all. Okay, let's use these for this section. Now, the simplest method to copy these is this. With Control and the bounds and its own category, I hold Alt and I take a copy of it. You can use this line as a reference. Now, even if it goes slightly off, it's not a difficult task anymore. We can control it. But guys, I messed this up now, and I hit Ctrl+C. One more time, I hold Alt and I take its copy. First, let's fix the position, because later it comes out of the selection and goes inside these, and our work becomes difficult. This is what I wanted. Excellent. We can add a few manually ourselves. We only went to layer 1. No problem. We add these easily too. Excellent. For this front part, let's use these. I select a few from this part. That's enough. From these. Since we use random size for this bottom part, you see it is suitable. Right now, entirely. But we can still randomize it because it's a very enjoyable and easy task. That's it. I move all of them to the layer once. I put it on layer 1 and then put it on grass again. If I go back to layer 1, if I click this, they all get selected. See, nothing is left. So we can easily set up our scene.